What is up, guys? Part 3. Here we go. On the foodstuffs, we have MREs broken down and in their full entirety. The ones that are broken down, I got the MRE main meal, the heating system, and coffee, sugar, things like that. Some matches in there. Got some snacks here. Power bars, Power Bar Energy Gel, some Mountain House variety dehydrated food, pasta primavera, good stuff. Up here to eat the food, we got some eating utensil systems, Jetboil, MSR, and C to Summit variety. Good stuff. One of them's, like an aircraft alloy, really lightweight. It's those milled out ones in the middle. Those are my favorite. I got those on a Night Eyes S Beaner right now. I'll change that later. I just threw them on there. Let's see, that is a spice container, that small gray thing in between the water tablets and the eating ware. Sorry about the camera. Again, I'm using a shooting stick slash hiking stick to video this on. Hang on, let me try and steady myself out. Alright, there we go. Above that, we got a Katadyn water filter in its own little case there. It's got all the hoses you need for it. That's the Hiker Pro. I'll review a lot of this stuff in separate reviews, some tabletop reviews, and some product testing. So stay tuned for that. To the left of the Katadyn water filter is a SteriPen. It's the classic, but the adventure package, you get a solar charging case for it, as well as a soft case. Above the water filtration and purification, by the way, SteriPen, that's a purifier, UV purifier, and the Katadyn is the filter. You're going to need both, really, because you don't know what kind of water you're going to be drinking, and the filtering doesn't really kill the bacteria and things like that. So that would be a purifier, and the UV variety at that. But anyway, moving on, like I said, I'll go over a lot of this stuff on independent item reviews. We'll have some reviews that might cover a couple items at a time, but at least a more in-depth description of what all these things are and what they're used for. But above those are some stoves. MSR Pocket Rocket in that small red case. Thing is really nice for size and weight. Definitely going in the bug out bag. Another MSR stove next to it with a titanium cooking cup. With a canister of propane fuel inside the cup. That all goes in that black MSR bag you see right there. Also have a Jetboil system, really like that too. There's a propane canister inside that cup, as well as the stove and a tripod for mounting the stove on uneven terrain. So that's a really nice enclosed system. That's currently my favorite, but I definitely like them all. They all have their pros and cons. Over here, to the left of those are some tactical bags, Blackhawk Emergency Medic Roll, and a Maxpedition toiletry bag. Probably going to use the toiletry bag for cleaning kit for weapons, or a first aid kit, or something like that. Maybe a tool bag, but I do have some dry bags as well over there on the table. Those red, blue, and green bags, those are waterproof bags. So I keep my electronics and fire starting items in there, but maybe for the non-waterproof things like some tools and such. To the left of that, we got 2 emergency blankets, or bivvies, whatever you want to call them. One's a 2-man, the other is a 1-person. So those are nice. They reflect your body heat back onto you. Really nice, to prevent someone from going hypothermic. Out there in the cold season. Above that, in that black case, the rectangular case, is a Kelty poncho. It's a unisex, one-size poncho, and it kind of goes down to your knees. A lot of space in it, though. You can cover up a lot of your gear. Really nice. It's black in color, as well as the case. I also have a gray one that I like. That's a more fitted version, though. Next to those, we have a hammock. An Eno hammock in that black bag, and that comes with a full enclosing bug net. So a really nice sleep system for the weight and size in a warm weather environment, especially where I am in the northeast region. A lot of bugs up here, so That's my typical sleep system for the warm weather seasons. And in the cold weather, I'd be using a sleeping bag, a sleeping pad, which is my new inflatable sleeping pad. That's a Thermarest Neo Air. Really good system for keeping the air insulated between you and the cold ground. So I'm really looking forward to trying that out. If you don't have a sleeping pad or some kind of insulator from the cold ground, your sleeping bag will do little to nothing for you. So it's really important you insulate yourself. The tent there is a North Face Asylum Bivy. It's a one-man tent, and the tent is actually a grayish color. It's not that neon green. So it's not going to stand out that much. That's just the bag, which will probably ride inside my pack, and if it does not, then I will be changing the bivy sack that it comes in. Again, I have a couple different bags that I can use. It would definitely be more of an earth tone. Moving on here, we have the footprint for the tent, gray in color. That's again for the North Face Asylum Bivy one-man tent. That's to protect the bottom of the tent. To the left of that, we have some gloves, fingerless and full-length variety. Eagle Creek inside the waistband, kind of like a wallet or anything you might want to keep your valuables in, and out of sight from anybody else. Above that is some paracord, the 550 pound tested paracord with the 7 inner strands, which can be used for obvious reasons: fishing line, making repairs, creating shelter, all kinds of different uses, tourniquet system. I mean, just a variety of uses for that, and the list goes on really, so I won't get into all of them. Next to that is a tech towel. That's a microfiber towel, quick drying, lightweight, packable. More of a camping item than a bug out item, as is a lot of this stuff. Again, this isn't all going in one bag, but the system I do select is going into the Kelty Yukon 48 external frame pack. One of my favorite for the money. I really like that pack. A lot of great capability with an external frame. Got some Maxpedition tack ties using for the PALS system or Molly strap system. I have some gear that I'll be slinging on the outside, and pouches and things like that that I'll show in later videos, as well as my full tactical loadout for when the time is appropriate, and also for the training that I do, and competitions for that matter. But like I said, I'll go over that in a later video, time permitting. I got a couple bandanas there for the obvious reason. One, however, is a safety bandana. It comes in a nice bright coloration and has some survival tips on there. So pretty cool. Again, the 1022 Ruger survival rifle is the rifle of choice for me in a bug out situation, and camping as well, for hunting small game and such. There's 500 rounds of it over there in that Federal box to the back. I'm pretty sure I covered everything, and that was a 3-part video. Got about another minute left or so. Again, I'm new to YouTube, and really looking forward to learning some things from everyone out there, and hopefully putting out some knowledge myself. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm open to any criticism or comments you guys have. I'm doing this itemized list prior to making it to kind of look for some input so I can get some help making this bag. It'll be kind of a YouTube created bug out bag if we get enough input here. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate any support. And again, we'll be going over a lot of individual tabletop reviews on a lot of this cool stuff. So stay tuned, and 410 Hero out.